Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Daf Yomi Sanhedrin Daf Yud. Sanhedrin Daf Yomi Daf Yud. The Gemara talks about a man testifying an act that his wife and someone else was involved in. So how does that work? So this brings up the famous concept of Ishto K'gufo. A woman is like himself, and therefore, just like he cannot testify about himself, he can't say, I'm a Rasha, I'm an evil person, and the Basin accepts that and says, oh, you can't be an aid now. You need to have objective aid outside of himself to say he's not a witness anymore. Ein adam masmas ma Rasha. A person cannot make himself into a Rasha. So a person can't testify against himself, can't testify against his wife either. Ishto K'gufo. A woman is like the man himself. People use this phrase a lot. It has to be used, of course, only when halacha says that it is appropriate to use. A couple of examples. The Rambam Hilchot Eidut in Perek Yud Gimel, Perek Yud Gimel Halacha Vav in Hilchot Edim in the book of Mishpatim writes, a person goes ahead and says that he testifies against the man. Now wait, this man's a relative of his. Well, just like he can't testify against the man, because he's a relative, he cannot testify against the man's wife, Ishto K'gufo-a, and vice versa. If he's a relative to a woman, he cannot testify against her, and so to her husband, Ishto K'gufo-a. That's in the Rambam, in Hilchot Eidut, in the book of Shoftim. Then, in K'tuvo, Samech Hey, the Mishnah talks about a woman is embarrassed. Someone is mevayish a woman. So normally there's tsaripu boshet. You have to pay for the embarrassment. So the Gemara in Samach Vav says, who could receive the payment? The husband, because if she's embarrassed, he's embarrassed. Ishto K'gufo. The woman is like the husband. And a more common case is by Hanukkah lighting. Many women do not like Hanukkah candles, even in a house where they do mahadrim and mahadrim, where everyone lights. And some say Ishto K'gufo. That is not for the Gemara, not from the Rambam, the Rishonim, like the two previous cases I mentioned. The Mishnah Berurah in Taf Reish Ayin Aleph in Orach Chaim, in the Shulchan Aruch in Orach Chaim, Hilchot Chanukah, the Ramah says that one lights, if you want to do Mahadran, everyone lights in the full mitzvah of Mahadran. And Mishnah Berurah says a woman doesn't light in Taf Reish Ayin Aleph Mishnah Berurah Tet because Ishto K'gufo. So that's a bit of a chiddush because the other halachas are early on for Gemara Rishonim. This is a chiddush of the Mishnah Berurah that by candle lighting by Hanukkah, a woman does not light because of the concept of Ishto K'gufo. Ba'alani is the person has to look at each case in the poskim to see when it is applied, when it is not. Shalom.